We are Exploring with Sisters. We specialize in small group ladies travel. We have a trip for August of 2025 to Sardinia, Italy. This is a large island off the coast of Italy, and we will be flying into Olbia, which is on the northeast section of Sardinia. We have limited this trip to only 8 fortunate ladies. We have 2 villas rented. They are both lovely, and here are some photos of them. Now, we stayed in Villa number 1 on our previous trip to Sardinia, and we cannot wait to go back and take some of you fortunate ladies with us. They're in the same neighborhood, located in Punta Malara, which is about a 45-minute drive from the airport in Olbia. Both of the villas are the same size and both have their own private pool and a wonderful view of the water and the mountains in the distance. The villas each have 4 bedrooms, laundry facilities, a full kitchen. They have everything you would need away from home. The villas do have air conditioning units in each room and come equipped with all the necessary bed linens and towels. The pool has wonderful chairs around it and lots of opportunities to also sit in the shade. The Villa number 2 is in the same neighborhood as Villa number 1. Now, it's a little bit further from the beaches, but still very walkable. Our plan is to rent a large passenger van, and so we will be providing all the necessary transportation to and from the airports, to our excursions, and of course between the 2 villas. Both of the villas have beautiful yards and landscaping. It's like you're living in a garden. The weather should be perfect in August for the outdoor dining experiences, and they also have grills outside. Why we've chosen Punta Malara areas because it is so convenient to all of the excursions that we want you to experience on this trip. You will absolutely love the small, isolated little beaches that are within walking distance of the villas. You can take your rafts out at night, watch the sunset. It is so beautiful and so private. We think you will absolutely fall in love with Sardinia. You'll find that in this part of Italy, not as many people speak English. The smaller areas of Sardinia, they do speak Italian, but our guides will always be available speaking English and to help us navigate through this beautiful country. The coastline is full of rocks, really fun to walk on, but you probably will need some sort of water shoe just to make it easier on those little toes of yours. Our first excursion will be a day spent out on the water. We will be on a private catamaran with just our group with a private skipper and a guide. Now, this trip will give you plenty of opportunity to take in the beautiful waters, either by snorkeling or floating or just taking in swimming. There'll be food and drinks provided. It will be a day that you will never forget. The waters are unbelievably clear, much clearer than pictures can even capture. It's mesmerizing. This excursion is absolutely outstanding. You'll have opportunity to enjoy some isolated beaches again, swim in the open water, feed fish, whatever your heart desires. You will be living like the rich and famous. The second excursion is also a full day out on the water. This time we're going to be on a high-speed raft or a rib boat. We'll have a guide and he will drive the boat for us and explain to us what we're looking at, about the geography of the area and the history. We will be making 3 different stops throughout the day at different beaches. On this excursion, we will be required to bring our own towels, our own food, and drinks. This coast along Sardinia is called Balnea. It has some of the world's most beautiful beaches. Sardinia isn't usually the top choice destination compared to other Italian places, and I think this is because it is a little more difficult to get to. But don't worry, we're going to take care of all the details for you. The beaches along Sardinia are very rocky with tiny little pebbles. You'll want to take some water shoes again to walk so you won't hurt your feet, but the water will be so inviting you'll have a hard time staying out of it. You can also take a side trip and explore the grotta. This goes so deep into the mountain, it really is amazing. During this side excursion, you will learn about the history of the geology of the area and how recently they actually discovered this grotta. It only takes about an hour to explore the grotta, but it does require a lot of steps up to it and back down to the boat. We will also take a drive to the mountains of Sardinia. You may be surprised at the high elevations and the outstanding views that you will see. Our last and final excursion will be to the famous Cala Luna coast. Cala Luna can only be accessed by boats. We will be renting our own boat and taking you directly to Cala Luna to enjoy an entire day exploring the different caves. We will also make a stop at the Grotto del Bu Marano, which is a very, very deep grotto. This grotto is located in the center of the Gulf of Arosa and is named after the monk seals that used to shelter here. There's a place inside where the river's fresh water meets the sea and has been considered a sacred place since ancient times. It's also a great place to snorkel. It has really shallow waters, and of course they're extremely clear. The 5 distinct caves at Cala Luna each can provide shade during the hottest part of the day. Each of the caves has a different personality and a different shape to frame your pictures. It really is fun to explore and see the depths of these caves. From Punta Malara, there are so many nice beaches that are within driving distance. There will be time for shopping, for eating out, or just relaxing. There could be an add-on excursion to the Emerald Coast. This is where the rich and famous truly do live and visit in their private yachts. If you are interested in signing up for this trip to Sardinia in August of 2025, you will see a link to our website and also our email address. We encourage you to reach out as soon as possible and find out more information to help you make your decision. Our cost does not include airfare, but it does include all the accommodations and excursions and some of your meals. Exploring with Sisters is happy to provide all of the details for you and take care of all the plans so that you can relax and have the trip of a lifetime. Our website has links to the villas as well as a detailed itinerary. We look forward to discussing the trip with you and hope that your plans include exploring with Sisters.